Welcome to Junior Achievement, the world's largest non-profit organization dedicated to inspiring young people to succeed in a global economy. When you decide to volunteer with Junior Achievement, you are making a commitment to give back to your community. Imagine students learning new ideas and discovering their potential because of your knowledge and encouragement.
I chose to get involved with JA because I think it's important that there are proactive role models for youth, and I think that the more opportunities that we can provide and is a good thing. Plus, it was some things that I feel passionate about, talking about how they can empower themselves, learn about money, run programs, just getting them, I guess, being more proactive in their own lives.
They really concentrate on exposing kids to a wide range of different professions, people in those professions, and the people who can give the honest pros and cons and the pluses and minuses of working in those particular fields.
Prior to your program delivery, you will be required to fill out a volunteer application, complete an interview, review the volunteer handbook, provide references, obtain a criminal record check, and attend an orientation with one of our trained program managers.
The training I received from Junior Achievement was varied. It was a classroom type setting where in one case they had everybody in a boardroom, and we went through the materials, both the participant manual as well as the instructor's manual. It was fairly varied based on what the program was, but it was quite fun.
JA Company Program is a hands-on opportunity for high school students to explore the world of an entrepreneur. With your help, they learn the skills to create and operate a small company capable of marketing and selling a simple product or service.
We have East Van, what you guys wanted. In the back, we have the Skyline.
They develop and execute a business plan, raise capital, and manage revenue and expenses.
And what I brought, being as it was a young entrepreneurs program, was a business owner's perspective. As somebody who had started a couple of decades ago, my own business all alone, making tons of mistakes, and who's read and educated myself a lot, and I think I had a good perspective to bring.
Company Program is a dynamic learning experience. It may be integrated into business curriculum in a school or hosted in the community as an after-school club. As a consultant and mentor to the student business, you'll work directly with students over a 16-week period, partnering with a business teacher or with a team of other JA volunteers. Prior to meeting with students, you will receive a program guide and access to online resources.
The program kit had everything. It had the full manual, which is basically the volunteer's book. It had the participant's book. It had name tags in so that each participant could get a name tag. It had the share certificates, all the financial information, even identity cards if businesses were using that. It basically had everything in it. We even had flip charts and markers and pens. That was all included too, so I didn't have to supply anything myself except my expertise and experience.
It's actually fairly comprehensive in terms of knowing what to expect, as well as giving you some ideas of some icebreakers that you could run with the first sessions. So it's up to you, I guess, on what you want to do with it, but it provides you anything that you need to be able to do if you haven't done it before.
Company Program students work through an entire business cycle, from researching potential products, business planning, marketing, sales and final liquidation, and paying out dividends and donating to charity.
My favorite lesson or module was probably the brainstorming, when we had to come up with a business idea.
My favorite lesson or module is when they're moving to figure out what the company is going to be, so marketing, company organization, I guess.
By sharing your experiences about life in the workplace while teaching JA curriculum, you'll help students bridge the gap between what they're learning in school and what happens in the real world outside of school.
As we went through the program and we came upon certain sections or a new section that I had to introduce, I would introduce it going by the book, and then I would throw in a couple of real-world examples of my experience or any of the businesses that I had dealt with.
I find if you bring the real world into what they're about, so if we're talking about companies, we talk about companies of things that they might be buying, whether it's Gap clothing or products that they're using to make it more real to them in terms of things that they're interacting with.
JA programs are designed to keep students attentive and engaged. You will build a genuine rapport with the students, resulting in many special shared moments and insights.
You're transferring your knowledge of how to run a company to them, but it's kind of neat where all of a sudden they take ownership and they realize that, because initially you can tell them it's your company, it's your idea, but there's just a moment where all of a sudden they just get it and it's like, oh, can we actually do this? It's like, yes, you can, it's your company. So that's kind of neat in terms of when that transfer actually takes place.
Shoes, one's 25 cents.
The flexible structure allows you to be creative and insert supplemental activities based on the interests and focus of the JA company.
So basically East Vancouver clothing, we're trying to promote that part of Vancouver.
It's a good way for you to be proactive and really impact kids who, quite honestly, could be the future leaders of tomorrow.
It's great and it's really, really rewarding. There were some participants in this who did terrifically. They really, really shined. And if I can give them a new insight or expose them to new worlds and they can go on and have great and successful careers, then that's terrific.
At the end of the program, you will help collect student evaluation forms, present JA certificates for participation, and encourage students to apply for provincial and national awards and scholarships. Thank you for your interest in junior achievement. We look forward to welcoming you as a mentor and partnering with you to transform the key concepts of our programs into a message that empowers and inspires.